Tonight and always, we're here for you. Good night.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
Will this school year be a different book but the same story for our Sharks? We look into how the Tiyan campus, which houses both Tiyan and Simon Sanchez High School, is forced to close until further notice. I'm Don Sulat with the details on what is happening with our public schools tonight.
Delayed repairs at the aging Guam Memorial Hospital following an electrical fire that happened a year ago, prompting hospital leaders to go before senators. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama with the safety concerns coming up.
And a youngster with a passion for fitness takes up the challenge of representing his island heritage, and you'll see how this 15-year-old is competing in the nationwide Patriot Games.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jason Salas. Here are your top stories on this Friday. Well, let's start with Island Education as we take a look into what's at stake for our Titans and Sharks as the Tiyan High campus has been forced to close until further notice due to failing public health school inspections. With teachers, faculty, and students being forced to pivot their plans just days into the school year. Reporting on this story is Don Sulat.
Some might say the start of the school year for our Titans and Sharks is anything but a warm welcome back, with complaints of clogged toilets and a termite infestation prompting an early inspection from the Department of Public Health and Social Services. The inspection happening earlier this week on August 12th. 9 days ahead of the originally scheduled inspection slated for August 21st. According to the inspection report, this was in response to complaints of, quote, sewage backup in the toilets, termite infestation seen along door jambs, and metal objects hanging from doors, end quote. As we previously reported, Committee on Education Oversight Chair Senator Vince Borja says there appears to be miscommunication among the various parties on who was responsible for certain maintenance issues. Those responsible parties being the landlord of the Tiyan facility, Cortec International, and the Guam Department of Education. Following the public scrutiny, it appears Cortec and GDOE are boots on the ground at Tiyan, attempting to remedy those issues. Simon Sanchez Vice Principal Dr. Ronald Canos telling teachers during a faculty meeting earlier today.
But a lot of those demerits right now are trying to be addressed by our staff. If you go into the school, you'll see that there's a busload of Cortec workers that have been busted. We're trying to take care of what we can in terms of the structure.
The work is being done to address the deficiencies and demerits found in the inspection. Many concerned stakeholders are asking what was being done over the summer to get the schools ready for students. Cortec being put on the hot seat, with some concerned citizens noting how the company won the bid for the construction of the new Simon Sanchez project prior to it being put on pause due to the procurement protest. Folks asking how the company can be trusted to build a new school but cannot maintain and upkeep an existing property. One comment on KUM's social media page saying in part, quote, GDOE pay millions to Cortec as rent. They should stop paying rent until they fix this issue, end quote. Some of the major demerits include inadequate ventilation and the ventilation system filters not clean and in disrepair in some of the boys' restrooms, multiple rooms not meeting indoor air temperature guidelines, and drinking fountains not properly designed and constructed and were not clean and in disrepair, and not in the proper ratio of 1 per 75 students in several areas of the building. Now the question looming over for our Sharks who have been without a physical home for years. Will this school year be a different book, but the same story for them as they continue to be displaced? Be sure to stick with us as we keep you updated as their story develops. For now, reporting for KUAM News, I'm Don Sulat.
Well, 2 Guam senators are turning to the military for help addressing urgent facilities concerns at Southern High School as the island works to prevent what could be another campus shutdown. Senators Vince Borja and Jesse Luan have formally requested assistance from the Navy and Guam National Guard, asking whether personnel, engineers, technical expertise, or other resources could be made available to help with needed work at Southern High. The request comes, as you just saw from Don, Tiyan, and Sanchez remain affected by the shutdown following a failed public health inspection. Senator Borja says after touring Southern High, immediate action is needed to keep that campus from facing a similar disruption. Earlier today, Borja also brought GDOE, Cortec, the Governor's Office, the Guam Education Board, and the Guam Federation of Teachers Union together to address conditions at Tiyan and Sanchez. Borja says the immediate priority is reopening schools and preventing further closures, followed by oversight to determine how the problems developed and who is responsible. The senator stressed any military assistance would supplement and not replace the responsibilities of GDOE, contractors, or other parties. Well, questions about the safety and condition of the island's only public hospital are back in the spotlight as GMH leadership went before senators addressing viral messages claiming that Guam's only public hospital is unsafe and that repairs are being delayed following an electrical fire that happened around this time last year. With his next story is our Matsuki Hirayama.
Viral text messages questioning the safety of the Guam Memorial Hospital and delayed repairs following an electrical fire last year, bringing hospital leadership before the legislature Thursday. Hospital Administrator Dr. Jolene Uggan.
I find it a little disheartening to be brought down to the legislature based on comments of one person. We have not been told that GMH is unsafe for us to take care of patients.
Following the August fire, lawmakers gave the public hospital $5 million to make repairs to their electrical system, with the Guam Power Authority helping with procurement. A year later, and GMH has not moved forward with that money. Associate Hospital Administrator of Operations Jesse Kenga says they're waiting on a much larger $17 million FEMA hazard mitigation grant.
If we're able to get the grant, we can definitely fulfill those projects and more.
He says the $5 million would only cover component parts, and GMH would still need to shell out some $2 million more from their operational fund. The $17 million grant would allow GMH to replace the entire electrical distribution system.
The caveat was, if the hospital had already awarded any of these projects we aim to fulfill with this grant, then the grant would be spoiled, and we would no longer be eligible for the $17 million.
In the interim, GPA General Manager John Beneventi says the agency continues quarterly preventative maintenance on the hospital's aging system, with the last inspection on June 30.
We're also looking at some temporary solutions for the panel and how to make sure the water doesn't get in there. And I think that could be solved shortly.
But as the community continues to wait for those critical repairs, outspoken physician Dr. Vince Akimoto maintains the hospital is not safe.
It still can burst into flames. They didn't fix the problem. They simply have people going there, basically taking a temperature on how hot all the transformers are and all the different component parts, but they didn't fix the electrical system. It's a mess.
Akimoto tells KUAM the messages did not come from him, but he shares the same concerns.
On Guam, you have no choice but to give birth at the Guam Memorial Hospital. The electrical panel that is the problem is right below labor and delivery.
Meantime, the electrical repairs aren't the aging hospital's only challenge. The Guam National Guard is helping GMH work through a backlog of some 790 maintenance work orders as the hospital works toward full accreditation.
The goal is to rebuild the trust with our community. Everybody is working at both ends. We're burning at both ends. Monday, Sunday, it doesn't matter, vacation. We're just trying to get the job done.
The public hospital is also projecting a $21 million shortfall for the upcoming fiscal year that could impact operations. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
Moving on into this evening's rundown, a mother accused of child abuse following the 2024 death of her 3-year-old son is expected to enter a deferred guilty plea next month. Johnnery Cruz appeared before presiding Judge Alberto Lamarano III this week, in which she agreed to a deferred family violence plea agreement. That comes as Cruz is also involved in a separate confidential PINS or person in need of services case. Cruz is expected to formally enter her plea on September 23rd, and under a deferred plea, a defendant can have the criminal case expunged after successfully completing court-ordered conditions. For the time being, Cruz's former boyfriend, John Charfus, is still facing a murder case in the child's death. Prosecutors accused Charfus of drowning the 3-year-old in a swimming pool at Villa Rosario condominiums in Dedido on July the 4th of 2024. Char first appeared in court Thursday, and with his trial set to begin on November the 15th. His Honor emphasized the age and seriousness of the case, saying, quote, "It's got to go. This is a murder case." Prosecutors do anticipate the trial will take no longer than a half month. Well, as we reported on Instagram earlier this afternoon, our island is mourning after the passing of longtime businessman and community leader Mark V. Pangilinan, who died Thursday at the age of 99. Governor Lulian Guerrero and Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio extended their condolences to Pangilinan's family, remembering him as a pioneering business leader and visionary community servant. He opened his first business on Guam in 1948 and later founded MVP Enterprises. His business interests spanned retail stores, newspaper publishing, an auto dealership, real estate, and an amusement park. He was inducted into the Guam Business Hall of Fame in 1994 and has also been credited with establishing the University of Guam and Guam Memorial Hospital. A native of Pampanga in the Philippines, Pangilinan was also a longtime supporter of civic and charitable organizations, including the Filipino community of Guam. Adult leaders said Pangilinan leaves behind a lasting legacy of business leadership, community service, and devotion to family. Please stay tuned. We're back after this.
Let's do this. Pack the backpack. Fill the lunchbox. Cover the basics. Start new adventures. Whatever's on the schedule, Kmart has everything you need, all in one stop. Kmart, let's make a great school year.
Safety starts with knowledge. Join the Guam Contractors Association for the 2026 GCA Safety Conference. Thursday and Friday, August 27th and 28th at the Dusatani Guam Resort Ballroom. This two-day conference features valuable safety training for all industries, helping create safe workplaces for the government, military, private sector, and our entire community. The conference is open to the general public. For registration and more information, call the GCA office at 647-4840. Be safe, Guam.
Okay, everybody, when I was young, all schools nationwide had the presidential physical fitness test, which let our youth get active, have fun, and learn life lessons about competition. And the nationwide initiative, the Patriot Games, is a reimagining of that program, and our island has a representative that's motivated, highly skilled, and ready to put his training to the test.
So which of all of those events, Daniel, did you find to be your favorite and, you know, that you really excelled at and just came really naturally to you? And which of those was the most challenging to you and kind of gave you like the most difficulty?
I think I got in the top, at the time that I did it, I was in the top 10, but I don't know any of the other teams if I got past. But in the long jump, I was up there, and the 100-meter sprint, those were pretty fun. I was in the varsity circuit, that one was really fun, and in practice, I hit everything first try. I did make a couple mistakes in the official one, but that was still fun, and I think I was pretty good at that one too.
And what has this experience meant for you? And, you know, like what's the future hold for you, you know, in sports and in life?
Yeah, the event was really awesome. It was nice to make a lot of friends, and the Guam flag really does look really good. Everyone would actually ask me why I have like the biggest flag, and it looks so nice because I think the other flags were more common, and so the Guam flag was only in like the high quality official size.
Very nice. Okay, well, you got a lot of fans here, and we'll be cheering for you when we stream on ESPN and watch on ABC.
My Pet Story is brought to you by our community partners, Raising Cane's, Guam Animals in Need, Milkbone distributed by PDC Wholesale, Pet Shippers Guam, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and the KUAM Care Force.
All right, welcome back, everybody. A little ray of sunshine joins us on the set right now as Janice Carrasco is here. She is bringing her Friday positivity to let us know what we can do as Islanders to help our four-legged friends.
That's right, Jason. I'm here again, and all month long, I'll be introducing you guys to stories of furry friends around the island and the people who lovingly adopted and fostered them, giving them loving homes.
Nice.
Now, for My Pet series, My Pet Story, it's all part of NBC Universal Locals Clear the Shelters campaign, an annual nationwide pet adoption and donation campaign held each August. And as part of the initiative, NBC and Telemundo owned and affiliated stations partnered with animal shelters and rescues in communities across the U.S. So it's not just here, it's all across the U.S.
Nationwide.
Yeah, to promote pet adoption and raising funds for participating shelters. Since its 2015 inception, Clear the Shelters has led to more than 1.3 million pet adoptions and raised more than 5.6 million. KUAM is proud to be a part of this initiative.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm ready too. You guys ready for the next story?
All right,
let's go.
Happy day, I'm Claire Calvo, and I'm here together with Freddie and Opie, and outside we have Mochi and Uppercut. And this is my pet. Well, there's actually more. There's White Claw, Jaguar, and Tiger up front. So this is our four-legged family, and this is my story. Well, Freddie, we've got at Feathers and Fins a while ago, but Opie, my son and I went to Gain, and so he asked if we could adopt. And I said, sure. So we looked, at all the different dogs, and he chose Opie. He specifically liked the fact that Opie has an underbite and has a crooked smile. Uppercut, so she was tied to a building down in Agana. Apaka became a part of our family too, however, did not get along with this guy, so they're separated. Mochi was another white Chihuahua that wandered into our neighborhood. And our three cats up front, Tiger, White Claw, and Jaguar, their mother gave birth to them inside the wall. And so, yeah, that's the zoo at our house. And we have a rabbit upstairs as well. If you're hesitant, and you're not sure what everything that it's going to entail, then foster. See how that goes, Try for like a week or however long, and also you can volunteer and just go help out up there and spread the word. But I have found just great healing when it comes to like the presence that they bring and just like the unconditional love. So some of the challenges we've had were just the different temperaments. Some of them have dealt with like trauma and having enough space to keep them.
All right, and I'll be back next week, Jason. That was an amazing story.
That was really cool.
Yeah, thank
cute.
you. Thank you, Claire, for letting me just smuggle all those animals. That was just so beautiful, so heartwarming, right? And don't forget to do your part before we leave. Don't forget to do your part to help us clear the shelters in the month of August. Follow Guam Animals in Need, or GAIN, as we all know, through their Facebook or Instagram to learn more about the opportunities to adopt or foster a pet in need.
All right.
Yeah, thank you guys so much, and we hope that you have a perfect weekend. Saw what I did there?
Yep, very.
Bye, guys. Have a wonderful weekend.
My Pet Story is brought to you by our community partners, Raising Cane's, Guam Animals in Need, Milkbone distributed by PDC Wholesale, Pet Shippers Guam, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and the KUAM Care Force.
All right, Janice, good job. Yeah, she literally just walked that way. All right. Punk rock group Green Day is taking their success to Hollywood with the new film Nimrods, while girl group Cat's Eye, Matsuki's favorite, gives fans a behind-the-scenes look at their musical milestones. Here's your entertainment report.
Cat's Eye is becoming one of the biggest girl groups in the world with 2 Grammy nominations and an upcoming 3rd EP. Today they're out with a documentary about their rapid rise to stardom.
How did we get to this point so quickly?
Cat's Eye Wild Hearts incorporates band interviews, never-before-seen footage, and a behind-the-scenes look at their success. It was directed by Nadia Holgren.
It means everything to me that this film is opening in theaters and that people are going to be able to have a community experience and be able to laugh and cry together and have fun and do all the stuff that movie theaters are meant to do.
Cat's Eye Wild Hearts is in select theaters now. Here's a look at the first official trailer for Verity, the best-selling novel turned movie starring Anne Hathaway and Dakota Johnson. This psychological thriller follows 2 authors whose lives become dangerously intertwined, unraveling a dark web of obsession and deception. Verity heads to theaters in October. Rocker trio Green Day is turning their sights from the stage to the big screen, taking roles in the new film Nimrods, a movie that follows 3 high school friends trying to find musical success with their band. It's something Green Day knows a bit about.
We come from nowhere and we had nothing to lose, and we wanted to go out and, take over the world, which if that meant playing for 6 people, that's great. If it lands at 60,000 later on, that's still great.
Rock out with Nimrods in theaters Friday. That's Ryan Entertainment, Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Now for a look at your world at home.
When you're driving through Hotel Row on Tiyan, you have to take a detour and go through Fujita Road, where you get this gorgeous view of the Pacific Ocean.
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit applied. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Tonight's sports feature is brought to you by Cars Plus.
Wesley kicks out. Simon, big 3. Oh, baby! Lights out, Simon, big three. Oh, baby!
Freedom, that's a cheap thing. Freedom to ignore this, that's a cheap thing. Sacrificing facial hair to nature and involuntary blood donations, cheap things. No one signs up for an 800-pound bear chase. But if it happens, cheap thing. VIP parking, exfoliating, treating gravity like a suggestion, saying, it'll dry. Free-range parenting, forgetting if that's a moose or an elk, all cheap things. Remembering without saying it, couldn't be more of a cheap thing. Sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, an American saving another American's tail. Cheap things. Making a cheap vehicle for only people with cash like him? Not a cheap thing. Or confusing capability with unaffordability? No, not a cheap thing. Making adventure affordable? Now that's a cheap thing. So we're bringing you more cheap things this year, because cheap things should be everyone's thing.
Tourism, it's our #1 industry. As Guam's largest employer, tourism supports more than 50,000 jobs. In fact, 1 out of every 5 jobs is tourism related. Annually, tourism generates over $163 million in tax revenue. Without it, every household would pay an additional $3,700 per year. From real estate to retail, tourism has a positive impact on every industry, helping make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Support tourism. Brought to you by the Guam Visitors Bureau, celebrating over 55 years of tourism.
525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year?
Daylight, in sunsets, in midnight drinking.
Foodie Call is served fresh, presented by Pepsi. Lunch, better with Pepsi.
Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Foodie Call. I'm Shaylee.
And I'm Kobe.
Kobe's back for Foodie Call. And where are we at, Kobe?
We're at Kitchen 1010 here at the Micronesia Mall.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Let's eat some curry. Steph Curry.
Curry gets it right back from half court.
All right, we got our food.
We got a big spread today. So first up, we have cutlet curry, which comes in either chicken or pork. So it's up to you which kind you want.
And then we have their classic karaage.
And then we got curry udon.
And this one, I hope it's not too spicy for us folks, but it's the spicy miso ramen. Oh, that's a big
That looks so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip it.
Oh my god.
Cheers, folks. Air cheers.
I love Japanese curry. It's probably one of my favorite dishes.
Cheers. Cheers. Whoa. Mm. Okay.
Wow.
I won't lie. I haven't tried 1010 before. You too?
No. 1010's really good.
I've heard you talk about this curry.
The curry is like it's rich, but like not overpowering.
The sweetness to it too, but it's still spicy.
And then the katsu is like bready outside, but the meat is like juicy.
Right? Oh. Dang.
You go.
10 out of 10. Let's have karaage next. This looks crispy.
Yeah, that does look extra.
You pick your piece first, Coke. Because I just want to hear the crunch. Whoa.
Oh, that karaage is really good.
Yum.
10 out of 10.
It does.
I think before we move on to the soup, we should do a Pepsi break. Ooh.
Let's try this
curry udon.
Curry udon.
Cheers.
Whoa.
Well, wait. It's kind of creamy. Creamy curry with, oh my god. That was really good though. Honestly, if you're like not feeling up for rice and you want noodles with your curry.
Let's go on. Okay, moving on.
Spicy miso.
Spicy miso. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
I love that flavor. The spicy miso is actually really good. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps up this episode of Foodie Call. Just want to give a big thank you to Pepsi for sponsoring this segment, as well as our friends at Kitchen 1010 for taking care of us today.
Make sure to check them out here at the Micronesia Mall, open Monday to Sunday.
Oh yeah, they're right here.
Right here.
They're not going anywhere.
Right here.
Make sure you stop by. Bye.
Foodie Call is served fresh, presented by Pepsi. Lunch better with Pepsi.
News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Better Together, Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas.
4. Yeah, that's some good distance and everything. Hey, that's what we're going to be doing as part of UOG's golf challenge. All right, we are going for the distance. We are trying to smash as far as we can off the tee, and we are doing it for a very good cause. So make sure to check us out. We are going to be, and I'm saying this collectively, right, with the pronouns. We are going to be at the Country Club of the Pacific down in Talafofo. Beautiful, beautiful course on the 30th. Please make sure to go check us out. We will be at the driving range. When you hear a lot of people laughing, singing UOG's alma mater, having a lot of fun, you know good things are going on. I'm really, really excited to see who wins. I think President Dr. Anita Borja Enriquez, I think she's really, really good off the tee. So we will find out, and we will see you over there. Also coming up is Bloom and Hope. This is for our friends at Vero, right? Victims Advocates reaching out. And on October the 10th, that is coming up. Have you reserved your table yet? Have you gotten your tickets? Have you shown your support for the organization that does so much for victims and provides services and a network and resources and everything? Please make sure that you do, because we are, and we want to see you there. We want to make sure to support Vero and the very fine work that they do. And fair. Inherent in each of us Guamanians is a right for hospitality, the need to share our wonderful Hafa-Day spirit, to show the beach, the grass, the sky, the sand, everything about it. And all of these wonderful hotels we got, the restaurants, the stores, everything we do, you know, the businesses, right? Most of them are going to be at Fair, and we want you to be there too, because they are going to be showcasing everything that's happening inside the Hyatt. So it's a walking tour of Guam's hospitality industry. I'm super excited for it, and you should be too, because that is Guam's #1 business, and we're proud of it. Birthday is coming up next.
Here's a nice day outside, and especially over in Jotnya, where Jotnya rules. We know that, especially when it's your birthday. So happy birthday and Jotnya rules to Darren Cole Pareto. Happy blessed birthday, Darren. Love the Pareto family over in the Southern Village. Ezra Limpakaigui, happy birthday to our beautiful girl Ezra. And then the horn emoji, and then the birthday cake emoji, and then the sparkly heart emoji. Your shout out says, you have been such a wonderful blessing in our lives, and you fill our hearts with so much love, joy, laughter, and happiness, and make every day brighter just by being you. No matter how big you get or where life takes you, you will always be our baby girl, and we will always be cheering you on every step of the way. We love you more than words can ever say, forever and always. And then the big red heart emoji, the balloon emoji, the gift emoji, and then another one of the sparkling pink heart emojis. Great, great shout out there. Happy birthday to you both.
I don't know what I've been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
Someone here is getting old.
Someone here is getting old.
Your Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake winner
for this week goes to...
And congratulations to Talon Onadera and Talon's family, as they are the new owners of a Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake. And when you receive a message from us, it'll have the instructions on when you can swing by Cold Stone Creamery and say, hey, KUAM Pick Me is this week's winner. I would like my cake, please, and we hope you enjoy it, and we hope you share. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
All right, everybody, the Micronesia Cup is going on at UOG. Team Guam is playing Palau and the FSM. Please make sure to go out to the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse to support our basketball teams on the national level. Lots going on this weekend. Whatever you do, please stay safe, share Hafa-Day, and look forward to seeing you guys on Monday. Matsuki has you covered on Weekend Edition. I'm Jason Salas. Take care.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Ali, Bogitin, Hafa-Day Zantiro, Rananim Kasleli